Well, this is a topic that I've talked about doing in the past, and I've said a number of times I'm going to do it, and I haven't done it. That's because I don't really, I'm not very thorough in it, but that doesn't stop me. I've done many tutorials on subjects I know very little about in the past. Excuse me. So today we're basically going to be looking at putting color into your terminal, which I think I've done in the past, probably using tput, but here we're going to be using escape codes. So you may not have tput on your system, but you should be able to do escape codes even if you don't have tput. And it's also more commonly used when it comes to adding colors to bash scripts, or even editing, as we've done in the past, your little command prompt here. You can edit the colors using this technique. So let's just get started, and we're going to say echo -e, and then inside quotations we're going to print a message. We'll say this is red, and that will not print in red, that will print in the default color, but we're going to give a little arrow here, and we're going to, well, I don't want to confuse you, this little arrow is not part of the escape code, so actually I'm going to take that out, and we'll just do it like this. This is, and then we'll have the word red in red. So we'll say \E for escape code, and then we're going to do a little square bracket like so. Then we're going to go 00 semicolon 31, and that is telling us the color for the font. 31 is for red, and we'll go over what this other number means here in just a little bit. So now we're going to say M, that's the end of our escape code, and we'll just type the word red. Then we'll do \E square bracket 00M. That's setting everything back to the default, so it's clearing out any escape codes. So we can hit enter now, and you can see it says this is red. So basically, if we want to have other words in here, we just say this is, we can say the color red. And then since this part here, this escape code of 00M is clearing out any settings, we can say no color, which actually will have color. It's the default color, not now color, no color. So there we go. Those are that's a very basic look at this. So let's look at it a little more in depth. Now I'll have links in the description to a post I'll have on this, and I'll have a list of commonly used colors, but I'll go over some of them right here, right now. So right now we have 31 is red. I have found that if we change this first number to 1, that's usually a lighter version of whatever color you pick. So this will be a light red. So you can see it's actually kind of bold. Let's do another color. Let's do blue. Blue, according to my notes, is 34. If we put this to 0, so we got blue. And if we do a 1, there we go, we got a light blue. And once again, the light colors also look almost like they're bold. So I know that this has to do with the color. The second number here, so far I think 1 and 0 are the only numbers I've seen used that actually do anything. So I'm not 100% sure what this number does other than change the shade of the color is what I'll say. If I'm wrong, feel free to comment below and let me know. So here's another example. If we change this to 35, it's going to be a purple. Well, this is light purple because we had this 1 on for the shade. If we put it back to 0, we have a regular purple. I'll have once again in the notes a list of colors, but let's now do a little loop here to look at a bunch of the colors all at once. So we'll say for I in, and then we'll say 0.255. And then we'll say do echo -E. And you need that -E and the echo for the escape codes to work. And we'll say here, if I remember correctly, we'll go 0, 0, semicolon. I'm probably going to mess this up, but we're going to try it anyway. We'll give it the variable we just created, which is the number, and then we'll say M. So it should go through all the different colors from 0 to 255, M, and then we'll have $, and then our variable again. So it will show you the color in the number of the color in the color, if that makes sense. And we'll say done. So I did do something wrong here, otherwise these would be in color. You can see that we have some colors working here, and we got some background colors, which I'll get into in a minute, and you'll see that the background colors seem to go from 40 to 48 and 100 through 108, but we'll get over that in a second. Also looks like 4 is underlined. I never noticed that before, and looks like, oh, we have some other things here. Well, that's interesting. I'm learning as I'm going. Check that out. Okay. Just looking at my notes, it looks like if I put 38 and make this 5. Once again, I don't know 100% what I'm doing, but there we go. Doing that, you can get a whole list of all the different colors. So I'll put that little one-liner in the notes as well. So this 38 here, this has to do with the background color, I believe. The first set of numbers. So if we go back to one of our examples here, so we'll change this to 31. So we got the red color. If we put in another number here, we'll say 100, semicolon, and we'll hit enter. Didn't seem to do anything. Let's try 101. Okay, now my tutorial is just completely messing up. I thought I would be changing the background colors there. Let's change this to 40. No luck there. There we go. Okay. So that second digit, and once again, forgive me. This is this is a tutorial that I've avoided because I don't understand it that well, but it has been requested quite a bit. So 40, 41. So besides just changing the shades, if you do 40 through 48, you can do different background colors. This one showed up as just a red line because the text is red as well. So 42. 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48 seems to be black, and I think that anything after that's just going to be black up until we get to 100. And there we go, we got a gray color there, 101. So this seems to be going through the same colors as before, as 40 through 48, but lighter. Because you can see here, 101 was a light red background, where 41 is a dark red background. And 40 was a gray color, but 100 was a lighter gray color. So things somewhat make sense. I'm sure if I did this more, I'd understand it better. But I'll put all the links in the descriptions to what I'm going over, so you can copy and paste and play with this. But as I said up here, it looks like somewhere we can do some special characters like through lines. It's too far up to go back to it, so let's give that a try real quick. We'll make this 05 and we'll make this 4. That's underlined. And I did not know this until I started doing this tutorial. So let's see what 5 does. 5 doesn't seem to do anything. 6 doesn't seem to do anything. Let's try going down to 3. Doesn't seem to do anything. That seems to give us a little darker of a color. If I do 2 there, 1 is bold. Let's try 7. Gives us inverted. That could come in useful. 8 is blacked out. 9 is lined through. So I hope I get you going in the right direction, even though this wasn't a perfect tutorial. But keep on watching. I'll have more Bash tutorials coming at you. I hope you found this useful. Maybe make your scripts a little more colorful, or text underlined or bold or highlighted. Whatever you plan on doing with it. I hope this helps some. Hopefully the notes in the post above will be helpful as well. Thank you for watching. Please visit filmsbykris.com. That's Chris with a K. There's links in the description, and I hope that you have a great day.